Alright, cool. Looks like we are live. Alright, this is my first video on YouTube here. And my goal for this video is to go through a simple strategy that I have learned. Simple strategy that I have learned over 1 year of day trading. Um, I started day trading last year. I think it was early March. And yeah, as a beginner day trader, there's a lot of things that I've learned. There's a lot of things that I've learned, and I did a lot of failing. Let's be honest, right? I have closed a lot of accounts. Not gonna lie, um, but uh, but that's the thing about day trading. I found that day trading is a very lonely journey, and I found that day trading to be the only way that you learn in day trading. The only way you move forward with day trading is to make a mistake. Um, that's the only way. If you're gonna learn something, the only way to do is after you make a mistake. And sometimes it'll take you about 5 to 10 times, 10 mistakes of the same thing, just for you to now never do it. Because day trading involves a lot of emotion, and it teaches you about you. You really get to know about yourself. If you want to know about yourself, don't go to a therapist. That's what I would say. Just day trade, right? but uh, but yeah. So with that said, after this 1 year of closing multiple accounts and learning a lot of things regarding myself and as well as day trading, I've come across a very simple strategy. Seriously, came across a very simple strategy after multiple account close, and now I'm a profitable day trader. I found a strategy that have a high rate. Trading is just probability, right? Always a percentage that the trade doesn't go your way, your way. But as long as the probability is in your favor, you're fine. Right? You're fine. And of course, on top of having a proper risk management, of course. So with that said, allow me to introduce you to a very simple strategy that I use going forward. And again, I think maybe just last month that I actually became a profitable trader. Here I am sharing to the world, right? But I'm still new. I'm still, but I did find this strategy works, and that gave me the confidence to now, essentially, share it to the world, to all the people that are just like me who began day trading, and who are in the market and looking around, and they're getting trapped by sharks, right? Sharks are eating them up, scamming them, because trading involves emotion, and there's a lot of scammers in the trading world. I'm not gonna lie. Um, and I knew that going in, and so guess what I did? I said, nah, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna just go in and just trade and make a mistake. And then through that, I'm learning and all that stuff and watching videos of people who actually like have a strategy and trying it out myself instead of buying their courses or whatever. I'm gonna learn, and then through that failure and then learning, fail, learn, failing, I was able to. Suddenly, I grabbed a lens of YouTubers who are just targeting the newbies and try to get their money, right? So that's that. But yeah, so now I've learned a new strategy. So let us begin here. Very simple strategy. Right now, we're looking at SPY. On today's date, we're going to get right into it. That was the introduction. We're going to get right into it. And so this is SPY right here on this date. This is 1/11, January 11th here. And this is the strategy. Ready for this? The strategy involves, it's very simple. It's not complicated. I don't need to be trying this bull flag and bearish flag and triangle this and wait for this thingy. No, very simple. Ready? I also don't use a lot of what's it called? A lot of technicals and all that stuff. No, pretty simple. My chart is very clean. My chart is very clean, and that's how I like it. And you'll find that as you get better, you prefer this than to have all these other technicals all over the place on your screen. So, with that said, let us begin here. Alright, so my strategy involves marking the pre-market high, First step, we're gonna mark the pre-market high. In this situation, mark the pre-market high. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. All right, mark the pre-market high. I like to mark the pre-market high with this. This is just my style. You can do whatever you want. All right, that's green. I have it dotted. You know, anything outside of this, that means there's a relative strength. Let's go ahead and duplicate that and also mark the pre-market low. I mark the pre-market high and I mark the pre-market low. Go ahead and mark that. This. I call this under the water, right? Any stocks that's trading below here just took a nosedive to the ocean. Right here, it's underwater. Above here, we're just above the green basically, right? So when a stock's trading above the pre-market high, above the pre-market low, it has a relative strength or relative weakness, essentially, right? So there we go. So that's the first thing that I do. And in terms of indicators that I use, pretty simple. I use the VWAP right here. This gold right here is the VWAP. And this is the 9E. The 9E, which is exponential moving average. I don't use the simple moving, I use the 9E. And this right here, I rarely use it, but it is I do like to see that, you know, what the stock look like. If it's overall what's momentum looks like. You know, this is the 200 exponential moving average. Just gives me an idea the momentum level here. If we're trading below it, generally means it has a very low momentum. If it's trading above it, it's a high momentum in terms of its direction, right? So there we go. We got that, right? So now the question is, when do we take a trade? All right, this strategy involves VWAP. All right, when you look at this, just look at where's the VWAP? It's right here, right? Just look at that. All right, so the VWAP, so the strategy is 3 steps. And we trade the VWAP, right? The 3 steps are this that I've discovered. We have a break. I call it a break. First step is a break. The second one is a close, and the third one is a retest, and we buy the retest. We trade on the retest, and we get these 3. Right? Here we go. We got here the body, which the body closed between. This body right here closed between the VWAP. So this would be considered a break. And what do we look for after a break? We look for a closable. We look for a body that closes a direction wherever, you know, stock is going. In this case, it looks like it's going upward. So we wait for that, right? Boom. This body right here, look at that. The body is above it. The body is above the VWAP. Cool? And then the third step is what? A retest. So then we'll be buying here, right? This one is a little bit of an exception because I generally like to wait where I like to look at where the 9E is at, right? With trading, yes, these trades, yes, the setup is on your side. But if you can wait for some few more minutes for you to have, you know, to have another indicator that's gonna go in your favor, go increase into your odds, just wait, right? So I would prefer to wait for a little bit longer before I enter this position until at least for the 9 to get a little bit closer in closer to the VWAP, just to increase my odds that this move is gonna go up, continue moving up. And so I would have probably entered here, especially this one. After this one, I would have certainly entered any retest. I'll probably entered here and then maybe entered here for sure. Especially this move. And then my stop loss would have been here. Right? I'll place the stop loss here. This is probably what I've entered. But again, we have our 3 steps already in place, just like that. Right? Let's go to a random day. Random day, random. All right, cool. So we only focus on the VWAP, right? A change of direction on the VWAP is what we look at. And right here is a change of direction. Right here is a change of direction. So it's right here. Right? Here we go. All right? So the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't trade. So 5, 10, 15, 20. After this, I look for my setup, right? This is already not my setup. I just gotta sit back and relax and wait for a VWAP change of direction. And boom, we have one right here. So right now we got a break because this candle is between the VWAP. The second candle is also a break, so now we wait. And the third is also a break. Now we wait. Oh my goodness. And then finally this one. Now we have a close, right? Now we got a close. So then on this one, I would wait for a retest to come here, right? I would wait for a retest to come here, and I didn't get it. So I would have to just let this move do its thing. I would be buying a put here on this VWAP retest, but it did not retest here. So you can't chase, we just let it be. Yes, you open up here. Yes, you could have probably got in just a little bit and waited. Sometimes I'll get in a little bit and then wait for it to come back up to VWAP and then to add more if you see it's gonna get pushed up. But sometimes it don't. The move just goes again. I mean, goes in the direction. It goes away from you, and that's fine. You have to control yourself and control your emotion, and just wait for your strategy, wait for your setup. This was our setup, but it did not come. It did not approach. Did our retouch. They did not have our third one, which is what retest to VWAP. We had the first two, but not the third one, so we can't do that, right? Right. All right, cool. Now we wait, right? We waited for a minute. Then we got here. Look at that. This is a break. All right, we got a break. Now we got to wait for the next one to form. All right, the next one formed is a break. All right, that's that. And the next one formed, what is this? Is a close. But this time is a close on the downside, the direction we're just coming up from. So we really don't trade this anyway. This is not our strategy. We won outside, we won above it, right? This one comes, same thing. We don't really trade this. This one comes, now we're like, okay, cool. Now we finally got a break. Every time we change the order, we have to start all over, right? This was a break, and then we had a close, but we had a close on the wrong direction, right? So we start all over then. Boom, finally we got a break. Now we need to close. We got to close, and now we buy this retest right here. This don't we be buying. We buy over here. We enjoy this move, and this move is very short-lived, and that's fine. What do you guess what you do? This is your stop loss right here anyway. So my stop loss would have been here, and then just like that. I take a very reasonable stop loss. I look at the VWAP and I just see, what candles that close near the VWAP, right? Here, there seem to be a supply here, supply and demand here. So I would just place a mark just 2 cents or so, 2 moves below it, right? And we're fine. And this move would have been out. We would have been out. We would have got in here with our risk right here, and this one would have been out, and that's fine. Guess what we do right after? Guess what? Once this thing dumped, guess what we do next? Same thing, right? Look at that. We have a break. We have a close. Guess what do? We enter on this put. Ta-da! We enter on this put, and we place our stop here or here. Never here, by the way. We'll be doing it right here. Right here. Just like that. That's what we do. We place our stop there. And just like that, we made bank. We made bank. We lost on this trade, but we made on this trade. As you can clearly see, this was our risk right here. This gap right here was our risk. And check out our reward in this situation. Right? We placed a put here. This is our risk, and look at our reward all the way here. So very, very simple. Very, very. I'm telling you, there are days you're gonna get something like this. You just don't trade today. Like this right here, you just simply don't trade at all. Right? It's going one direction. Yes, it could be argued, how can you miss all that trade? What? Listen. As a day trader, you have to have a rule. You have to have a strategy. You go in the market with that. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine this, right? You're on the street, right? This is a marketplace that you're at. You have a store, right? You sell, let's say, perfumes. You sell perfumes, right? and a customer comes in and says, oh, I'm looking for a watch. I want to buy the latest watch. Do you then say to that customer, wait here. Wait here. I'm going to go run real quick. I do have a watch. I'm going to go. So you're going to run real quick, go to like few stores out, buy a watch, come back to that customer in your store who is not looking for a perfume. You're gonna sell him a watch? That'd be too much. You don't need to do that. You just simply tell that customer, hey, listen, I don't sell watches. I sell perfume. But if you wanna buy watches, I think I know a person, just go on the street, go left, turn right, and then it'll be on that direction. Sit back, relax, and wait for the customer that's looking, that's seeking the value that you provide in the marketplace. So with that said, you need to view trading like that, right? You have to have your strategy. You go in the market and you execute your trade, right? This right here is not our trade. This is somebody else who have a knowledge who trades this. They do that, that's their day today. And not your day today. You just enjoy your life, right? Continue on with your life. So we go to the next day, right? The next day comes. We got 5, 10, 15, 20. So after this going forward, we'll be trading. So check out what we got right here. We got a break, a break, a break, a close right here. You take a look at it. We got a close right here. All right, we got a close right here. And now guess what we do? We wait for a retest. Now we can either enter here, and I would definitely say yes. So we would be entering here. We would enter for a call here, ride the wave, and I'm definitely gonna be selling here at the 20 until we at least break it. I think I probably will sell most of it, to be honest, on this right here, not almost all. But regardless, that this would be the stop, and oh, by the way, our stop loss would be this would be it. This is a really hard one to go for a stop loss. I probably would do right here. I mean, this is the view up right here, so I gotta keep that in mind. So maybe like right here would be my stop loss. This candle right here. Those are very short-lived. I would definitely. By the way, when it comes to selling, I'm gonna get to that next. When it comes the selling portion of the strategy, I'll get to it. But yeah, this would be the spot we'll be selling because this is a major spot. We sell on levels and major spots, right? Like more than 50%. So we sell. We want to hold, the 25 to see if it's gonna continue. I only allow 25% of the position to be a runner. I take most of it out. And just like that, having 25% in your position, coming all the way here with a tight stop loss, you'd have been fine on this trade, right? All right, here we go. This is the last example. Then after that, I'm gonna go into what is called the selling side of the strategy when you sell. All right, here we got 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. So now we wait. Now we wait for our strategy. Just like that right here, we have a break. Now we wait for a close. What is this? This is a break because the next candle is a break. By the way, this is the 5-minute candle. The next one is a break. And the next one is a break. Finally, what do we got here? Right here, we got a close. Now we wait for the retest. Just like that, we got the retest. We'll place puts here. Our stop loss will probably be right here. We place a put. Our stop loss would be right here. This candle right here. This wick. And we got this put, and the price rejected all the way here. This would be our sell spot. Majority of our position would be sold here because it's a major level. And this candle got very close to it. So this is the first 5 minutes. By the way, as we're trading, we're gonna also be marking your levels. This is the first 5 minutes, and this is the low that it went on the day. The next major dip that it did. So yeah, we'll be placing puts here. It comes very near to this major spot, right? We'll be selling most of it here, if not a little bit of it at least. And the price goes against us. And guess what? Since we had our stop loss right here, our stop loss would have been right here, right? Now, what happened when this thing closed? Once this thing closes on the 5 minutes and it did not hit our stop loss, guess what? We get out. Why do we get out of the position? Because guess what? We get out of our trade when two things occur. A, the trade touched our stop loss, right? The candle touched our stop loss. Or B, the candle did not touch our stop loss, but it closed between the VWAP. We have a break. We get out of the break. We get out. You immediately get out. Done. We're done. We're done. We get out. We get out. Done. Just like that. Right? Alright, cool. So this trading day it ran up and it had a little bit of a break here. Still a break, still considered a break. This is a break. And this is still a break because the body's touching it. Then you have a close here. Then you could definitely be buying here, you know. But unfortunately, you'd immediately be getting out. It's a bit too immediately be getting out. Maybe, perhaps, yeah. Maybe you may have a little bit of luck, you know. But it's a very, very just choppy day. Look at this, you know. And yeah, I mean, so here, you know, there are some traders who trade this strategy. They say that you want to wait for a full 5 minute candle to close below for you to sell. But for me, I just generally like to, you know, pick a spot, you know, for a stop loss. Um, Sometimes this happens to me, and that's fine. You know, just like that. This would be the case. So for this one, this would be really hard one. I'm not gonna lie. You know, after seeing this trade, right? I mean, I guess you can say that and there's a wick here. I probably should not do it, but I don't know. Just following my strategy along, yeah, I would get it on this trade right here. I would get in here and I would place my stop loss right here. You know, yeah, I would place my stop loss right there. But then once we have this right here closed on the VWAP, I would be getting out anyway. All right, immediately. Let's say I would even get out right here with a very small loss. I'll be out. I'll be out of the position. Right. And yeah, same thing. There's a break, close above technically, and then I mean this is a very bad day. Like I mean really, yeah, I can get in here. Let's say I got in here, and then my stop loss would have been here. Really, that would be terrible. But the trade would go in your direction, of course. But yeah, it would suck. I'm not gonna lie. You know, having this right here as the gap to be trading here, having your stop loss like right here, getting in on here, having this risk. Yeah, it's kind of a hard one. It's a very hard one. But sometimes it's choppy like this, and other times it goes in your direction, right? Oh, like this beautiful one right here. Look at this one. Right, we have a break. Is this also a break? Yeah, this is no, this is a close. This candle's a close right here. And then this one would be the one you'd be entering. Again, this is oh by the way, I didn't even look at the 9 on this one. Oh, okay, I see. Alright, cool. Alright, this would be this is the one I'll be entering. And I'll have my stop loss right here. Just like that. And just like that. Alright, cool. I'm now gonna end the trade, end the stream here. But I really enjoyed this stream. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually my first time you know streaming. I am very excited for what's to come in my future going forward with streaming and sharing my trade every single day and really getting better with all these lightings and all that stuff, you know, that all these other things that I gotta learn in this, you know, knowledge curve here. And yeah, yeah. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, benefited from this. I look forward to providing more of this value. The more I learn and the more I provide, you know, I look forward to that providing value. Uh, there we go. Until next time, this is your boy Hussein. Hussein, the Riz trader here. All right, take care, everybody.